I think we're live.
Coverage of the New York football coverage of the New
Blog Talk Radio.
Come on, baby.
Welcome to the Bleedbigblue podcast, dedicated coverage of the New York football Giants by your hosts, Marco, Trifecta, T. Merritt, and JBW.
Are we live or are we not live? What is going on here?
Delay?
Is it delayed? I think we're live.
Yeah.
Are we showing up in your neck of the woods?
Buddy, we are, I'm showing it on the Twitter. And it looks like we're on YouTube.
Oh. It's not showing on the YouTube.
I don't know what to tell you. I just had it on the YouTube.
We're up, we're live. We are here.
Yep, we are live because I see the comments already. 3 and 13.
Why is it not showing? What is up with my YouTube?
Hi, Giants fans.
Hey, what's going on?
Uh-oh. Tim, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay, man. I'm okay.
You all right?
Yeah, I didn't go down the rabbit hole. Not yet. Not rabbit hole negativity.
All right. We were curious. We didn't know if you weren't on the group chat. We didn't know if maybe you went on a 3-day drinking binge. So it's good to hear your voice.
And you know what? The temptation was there, and it wanted me to go, but
you wait like 2 or 3 weeks, and you're gonna wake up, and your right hand's gonna be turned black, and you're gonna know it's time to go to the dark side.
Here's my issue right now, guys. Is I can go to the Carolina game this week. You know, it's just a couple hours away from me. Do I want to go? And
you gotta go.
That's why I want to, and I don't want to go.
Wait, Tim, I got a better idea for you. You're in North Carolina or South Carolina?
I'm in North.
Because I heard there's an amazing game in South Carolina going on Saturday. Do you know about this game?
Is Oregon playing?
What?
Yes, they are. Oregon will be playing, I believe, South Carolina.
I don't know if that's a great game, but
that will be a great. What, Tim. You know that's going to be a great game.
You know, the funny thing is, guys, I hate to break everybody's bubble, but when it comes down to the draft, even if we're in the top 10, I don't know if we're going quarterback player. I think we're going off the tackle.
Oh my God! Can you imagine the shitstorm? I mean, at this point, to me, it's funny. Like I just to see the reaction, especially after Hugh, like to see the reaction. Come on, I was so right, and to see the reaction from week 1 to week 2 to week 3 when they played well, and they all came out, and it was, oh, where are you, Eli guys? Where are you? And then to see it this week, and now it's Jiminy Crickets. And I think a lot of people are starting to realize that until you solve the problem, nothing else really is going to matter. And we love the guy. It's not a referendum on his career. It's not saying anything bad. He's the greatest quarterback the franchise has ever had, but there was a time to move on. And you better hope that you're in position to get Herbert because the cupboard is a little bare because our GM decided to give up a third-round pick for Beal and decided to give up another pick or two
First
for
of all,
Ogletree.
I hate to bring it. We got extra picks. We don't have more. We don't have less picks. We have more picks.
How do we have more picks?
I already looked it up. First of all, the draft picks that we lost for Ogletree was this past draft. And
okay,
I think we lost a fourth.
Shit. Can you imagine what we could have did with a couple other guys? Go ahead.
Oh God.
By the way, newsflash: Philip Lindsay, undrafted free agent, 2 more yards rushing than Saquon Barkley. Go ahead.
No, that's fine. You know, the funny thing is, I get roped on. I got like pushed on the other side where I'm defending the Saquon draft pick when I was never on that side the whole time. But
you chose to go that route.
Well, you know what? I chose to stick with the team. You know what? I love the player. I love the way he plays. You know what? And I was. Oh yeah, I would say there's no sense of we're gonna establish a running game and give Saquon 10 carries. It doesn't make sense. But
no.
Don't worry, guys. We're gonna get that number down because I think Jonathan Stewart is gonna come back to the team.
Jonathan Stewart is not coming back. First of all, they put him on the IR just to save him. Just to save him.
You must have been drinking when I sent the screenshot today. Is because the Giants actually plan to bring him back off of IR.
Right.
My question is, what did you get her doing? Watching?
I don't know. Like getting a pedicure. I don't know. It definitely wasn't from running the ball.
I thought I had a hysterical tweet to the Giants saying while Gilman is actually going to travel to see the game, could he drop Jonathan Stewart and return him, please? I thought that was hysterical. I'll give myself a clap for that.
Jonathan Stewart, man, just a waste of $4 million.
Not my money, but
I don't even know. I don't even know how to break this team down anymore because the problem is so obvious to me, and it's been obvious, and they didn't address it, and it's like, okay, well, now, I don't know where this season can go. Do we really think that they're going to go to Carolina and win a ball game?
I think we have a shot, but this is Carolina's one of those teams you don't know who's going to show up.
Hold on. We have someone barging in on our conversation.
I can break this team down.
There he is.
You can't break the team down. I can break them down.
I'm at a loss for words.
You know what?
I've seen, Justin.
I have all the words.
Ridiculous.
I have all the words. I'm ready to go.
Hold on.
James now.
Here.
Go ahead, Justin.
I'll keep playing that over and over and over again while we talk.
Play
Marco,
through the whole monologue. Because it matches what I'm going to say perfectly.
It's only 4 seconds.
The game that I watched against the New Orleans Saints illustrated the stupidity of the entire organization.
Oh, yeah. Round of applause.
We played dumb football.
Speak it, my son.
Dumb football. I'm not even going to talk about what's on the field. I'm going to talk about our favorite GM, Dave Gettleman, and his connection with the coaching staff.
Wow.
Let me see if I have this right.
Let the hate flow through you, Justin.
Because I'm fed up. Let me see if I have this right. We're playing the number one offense in football. We're playing a quarterback who's number one, who will be number one in passing yards in NFL history this week.
Yep.
At halftime, the score of the game is 12-7. Parenthetically, I will mention here, I was very pleased with the defense. I was impressed.
Yes.
They held their own. They did what they had to do. They were repeatedly put in a bad situation throughout the first half. They gave up 12 points. But in that first half, where the score was 12-7. Somehow, some way, the running back that you chose to spend the number 2 pick on.
That was touched by the hand of God, by the way.
I still say, not a horrible decision, but here's the deal. If you're going to use the number 2 overall pick on a running back, you have to friggin' use him.
I love you.
You have to use him. He had 8 carries in the first half. What are we
ridiculous.
Doing?
What are we doing? What are we doing?
So,
what are we doing?
So if you're gonna,
we're a laughing stock.
The number 2 overall pick, 8 carries, and he shouldn't have taken him. He needs to touch the ball 25 times.
Justin, did you hear my stat of the night before you came on? Did you hear my stat of the night before you came on?
No, I did not.
Stat of the night. Ready for this? Undrafted free agent Philip Lindsay, who's splitting carries with, what is it, 4th-round pick or 3rd-round pick Royce Freeman? 2 more rushing yards than Saquon Barkley.
But Saquon's doing that on 10 carries. Come on.
I mean, so look at what Lindsay's doing it on. Same thing, splitting carries.
I'm going to take it a step further.
That's why you don't take a running back at 2. That's why you don't take a running back at 2. Unless you plan on using him like Le'Veon Bell and running him into the ground and using and that's what a guy like Saquon Barkley is. He's a guy like Le'Veon Bell that you have to repeat. You can't worry about usage. You have to play to win each game and give him the ball and let him carry you if he's going to be a great player.
Usage? Here we go. This is my favorite thing of the night.
You're so dirty when you say the word usage. Say it again.
What? You want to talk about usage?
Yeah, I love it. Yes.
Usage stat. And it's not even a stat. Saquon Barkley was out of the game the Giants' 3rd offensive possession.
Mm-hmm.
Keep in mind, he had 8 carries the entire first half.
I'll just slip it in.
He sat.
Fair ball.
He sat when he had carried the ball less than 10 times. He's not hurt. He's not injured.
Nope.
Why is he off the field when the score of the game is 7-6 Giants? 7-6 and we have the ball. 7-6 and we have the football. And the number 2 overall pick, touched by the hand of God, is on the bench. So not only that, but you replace him with Wayne Gallman, and in that possession, Wayne Gallman had 3 catches.
How about this?
You're going to feature the running back in the passing game. The running back that I want out there is Saquon freaking Barkley.
Unless he can't breathe or he's hurt. Unless he can't breathe or he's hurt. Unless he can't breathe or he's hurt, he needs to be in the game. Like there are times in the game where if he gets winded and he needs a rest, okay, go to the sideline for a couple of plays. I get it. Depending on. But other than that, get him in the game. Did you see Did you see the quote by Shermer that to even rub it in even a little more, right? So not only is Gallman in the game and they check it down to Gallman and he fumbles the ball, that pass play was designed to throw the ball downfield. Base hit, Yankees, right center. The ball gets through. A run will score. It's Judge in the second with a base hit and a double. There you go, Yankees.
You make me so happy. I hate baseball season.
Here's the other thing about that scenario with Saquon riding the pine. All right, so I'm gonna break it down like this. Saquon starts into the game because he's worth.
I have breaking news. Breaking news.
Oh wow! It really is breaking news.
Yes.
It better
Frank
be important.
It's super important. Frank Guzzi on YouTube just donated out of his money to the channel, which that always gets breaking news and a round of applause. And he has renamed Eli Manning Check Down Manning. So
check down,
much appreciated.
Charlie. Check down.
Much appreciated. Get the clap, Frank Guzzi.
There you go.
Yeah, big shout out to Frank. I talked to you last week, Frank.
Is that our first donation? Can people donate to the channel? They can just donate? Get on YouTube and give us your money, you son of a bitches. What are we doing this for free for?
Yes, you know how much.
I didn't know this.
Yeah, of course.
How much?
He gave him $2. Why not?
$2. That's 50 cents a piece.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, it's a cup of coffee. That's a cup of coffee in 1986.
If someone else does it, we might be able to get a bodega cup of coffee.
We might be able to get a nice little Danish with our coffee. A little bodega.
Danish. What about a
little Danish?
What about a cruller? You guys know about that?
A nice little, remember Marco, the delis in New York, you walk in and you get the coffee and a roll of butter for like $1.25.
$1.25.
Crumb cake.
You little cool, Justin, a man of my own, little crumb cakes.
Got to get the right ratio of crumb to sugar on there.
Yeah, you want more crumb. You want a lot of crumb and sugar and less cake.
Yeah, right. Very, very important.
Yeah. Now, Marco, do you enjoy, like, when you go to the bakeries in Brooklyn and stuff, like the crumb buns? Like, I know, like, there's the coffee cakes and that's but you know what I'm talking about, like the crumb buns.
See,
right? You know, you guys in New York, you know what I'm talking about.
My actual go-to is a cup of coffee and a 7-layer cookie.
Oh, you are a sexy man with your little 7-layer cookie. Look at that. That's a good little combo.
I feel like
dirty.
I feel like we should.
Justin, say usage again.
Food.
Hold on. We're
so much better than Giants football.
Hold on.
Justin, just say usage.
Yes, we could all now get a cup of coffee tomorrow. It's on Cruisin', Cruisin' 26. We'll put in another $2. Wanted to let us know that Eli Manning.
Hey! Yeah. Give us money. If you give us money, what we'll do is we'll try to get the Giants more money to get a quarterback. We don't want any of this.
Wait.
We'll try to build up enough funds to buy out Manning's contract to start over.
Has anyone looked at our GoFundMe page where our goal is to buy the New York Giants? Are we close to our goal of almost $2 billion?
You know, rumor has it we're going to have Steve Tisch on a little bit later. We should ask him if we could buy the Giants.
I heard that. I heard I'm getting Tim, did you hear I'm being interviewed for the GM job?
Tim, are you there?
Tim, are you there?
Tim's drinking.
Tim can't handle the negativity.
Tim's in a beer coma.
Tim
has gone to the dark side. We have to talk. Tim's on a ledge right now listening to us like, oh, my God, they were right.
In all honesty, Tim sent me his audio for Monday. He had to be drinking. I wanted to ask him that this. I was like, Tim. I hear you,
Tim, we can't understand you. Hey, Manning. He's like Bart. Well, who's the drunk from The Simpsons?
Barney? It's Barney, right?
We're calling him Barney from now on.
Here we go.
Is he back?
$2 more?
We got $9.99 from Johnny Boy. Just tell Justin he's an idiot for not wanting Darnold or Rosen. LOL.
Yeah, you know what? If we would have known about this with the rate that we're getting money now, we would have been retired and millionaires by now. How many shows have we done?
We would have owned the Giants.
Who was it that donated $9.99, Marco?
Johnny.
His name's Johnny?
Yeah, I don't want to give out his name.
And you be nice to Johnny because Johnny wanted a quarterback.
Johnny, I mean, thanks for the donation. I mean, if you're going to pay us $9.99, you can call me an idiot. I don't care. I still don't think, whether or not you think I'm an idiot, I still don't think that Darnold is as good of a fit for this offense as Justin Herbert will be.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Ebert or is it Herbert?
Listen, I want to talk so much about the quarterback position. You thought I was
willing.
rough on the general manager and the coaching staff for failing to use the running back that was touched by the hand of God. I have a question for you guys, and I'm going to open it up to the floor, and then I'm going to give my opinion. But when in his life, I want you guys to give me the exact moment when Eli Manning became such a sniveling little bitch.
I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you right now. I got it nailed. Do you guys remember the game a couple of years ago at home against Washington? He got drilled by a defensive – was it Baker? Chris Baker? Is that the
Oh, yeah.
He got –
I do remember that hit.
Does anyone remember – I would love for someone – they would love to be a way to find this. I bet if we reached out to Dugan or one of the or Dunleavy, that they would be able to find this. I wonder if we could find his stats after that hit, because I think it was that hit. I think that hit put him into a state of shock that he hasn't gotten out of. So that's where I think it was, Justin.
I mean, he's not only on the field with his play is he a little bitch, which we'll get into. But the sound this week with the media, what happened to my Super Bowl winning quarterback? Oh, I don't want to take risks. I don't want to take risks. I don't want to turn the ball over. If I move the ball down the field positively on every play, that's better than being negative.
What if he knows he can't make the throw? What if he knows he can't make the throw?
Listen, I'm telling you, it's not only does he know he can't make the throws, but we know he can't make the throws. That's the only explanation.
In today's NFL, 31 completions, 260 yards? What?
He's 4 of 18 throwing the ball over 15 yards for the season.
Yep.
Patrick Mahomes throws the ball 15 yards in his sleep while he's sleeping.
Left-handed.
Oh, my God. Listen.
Left-handed. That's such a...
I'm not.
Thank you, Marco. That's another $3. Somebody give us money for the left-handed joke, for Christ's sake.
Oh, God. Now we're just a bunch of whores.
Oh, all right, Tim, I've been a whore. I just didn't know that we could just throw ourselves out there and ask for money.
Tim is back on, and actually I missed. Let me look. I think I missed $2. Yes, Frank. Frank did it twice. Look at you, Frank.
Frank.
Hey,
Frank,
big. You know what you got to get, Marco? You got to get the little clip that goes, "Hey, big spender." We need the "Hey, big spender."
Yeah, we do. I got. Now that I know that this is up and live and ready and going and all sweet, I'm gonna get a whole bunch of. We're gonna have cash going.
Justin, are you keeping a tally of how much money he said is there? Because I'm expecting a check by next Monday.
All I know is that we have to wait that I want to use that money.
You guys will have to go to
that money already planned out.
You'll have to go to HR to get that. You know how that works.
Yeah, HR. That's what we call Mrs. CEO, and she hangs up on us.
Do you remember? Do you guys remember back when our quarterback had heart and he was willing to throw the ball down the field? Do you remember that was all he did with Kevin Gilbride? I remember begging him to throw the ball like less than 10 yards because it seemed like every throw was over 10 yards. Right? That quarterback wasn't afraid. And it's like now he's a little scared child.
He doesn't want to. He doesn't want to make. He's had guys, and it started, and I was screaming it, and it looked like it got a little better in Houston. More money.
No, not more money.
We got $100.
We got stats. Eli Manning. Who sent this out? Oh, Adam. Oh, he included you guys on it as well. Eli Manning sinks a Chris Baker hit in 2016.
Get out of here. Somebody has
Swear
it?
to God. Yeah. I don't know if this is unbelievably verified, but this is it. 765 completions out of 1,213 attempts, 63 completion percentage. 7,625 yards, 45 touchdowns, 29 interceptions, 83.85 passer rating, 6.3 yards per attempt, 238 yards per game. Just something to think about. Adam, good find. We will give him the applause.
How about that?
Yeah, good looks.
How about that?
We got money coming in. We got people
finding stats.
With Eli.
How bad is it when we miss Kevin Gilbride as our offense coordinator?
Well, the problem is, right? I mean, the NFL now, like, the problem with what Eli said is that successful teams in the NFL now get at least one chunk play a quarter, if not two. The Giants, the only way they get chunk plays is to hand it off to Saquon in the gun, or for Eli to hit one of the receivers in stride and let him run for 10 yards. But I'm telling you, the Saints spent 90% of the game in single high safety man-to-man coverage, and with Odell Beckham Jr., Eli did not make them pay. He took two shots to Odell down the field, and he airmailed them both.
Yep. They weren't even close.
And listen, this just in, I know through the entire offseason we were hard as a group on Odell Beckham Jr., but I don't blame him for being pissed off because Eli's missing.
Well, that was my next question was how long before that explodes?
Well, listen, if Eli continues to play like this, there's no way he's the quarterback next season. It can't happen.
You better hope he doesn't have a lights-out game against the Eagles.
No, he had the one lights-out game.
Get out! Get out! It is high! It is far! It is off the wall! 2 runs will score! Voigt round second! He's going to head to third!
Who was it?
All right, we got to take care
of
some
neighbors. Let me tell you something. My neighbors hate me. I know their bed is right next door, but they have to get over it. It's going to be a loud October.
All right,
they're definitely calling the cops.
We got the lines open. Oh my God, we're getting we have a lot of good problems.
Okay.
People are giving money.
Is rolling in today. Yes. Frank
the money
Uzi,
is rolling in.
Another $20 put in. He said, "Start the radio show." Eli's a mutt. We agree. Then Johnny put in another $10.
Mutt Manning.
He's going back to work. just wanted to call idiot and Justin an idiot, and then he's going back. No, this is.
You know what? Justin's a little more hated than we do.
And Gregorian.
I'm afraid to ask, but how many of our listeners think I'm an idiot?
Oh, they hate me, Justin. Don't worry about it.
We'll take a poll.
Please put a poll up. Who's most hated? Please put a poll up.
Oh, the most hated. Yes, do that.
Oh,
please
Tim
put
is the most
hated.
loved.
Well,
I think Tim is the most liked because Tim's positive.
I try to stay positive, but you know what? I can't do it during the game. Like when you guys are like chatting during the game, I'm like, I gotta stay away from this phone. I don't really want to see what you guys are saying. I don't want to go down that hole.
Did you hear us earlier? Were you drinking when you sent over the lists on Monday?
That's possible. It's a possibility. It was later.
Now, Tim, here's my question. Okay, was there a pause in the drinking from when the game started at 1? So I know you were drinking before the game started. So the game started at 4:30. The game started at 4:30. So okay, so you were definitely drinking before the game started, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. So and now was there a pause in the drinking after the game, or on Monday when you sent the list? Was it a continuation from the drinking that started prior to the Giants game?
Was it a full binge?
It was not a full binge. There was a little pause in between.
There was a pause
during
the
game.
Tim slept for 13-minute power nap, then he got up and started drinking again.
No, I think he sent it to me Sunday night, and I
sent it to you Sunday night.
Yeah, it was like 12 or 1 o'clock.
Yeah,
and I was like, all right, let me just look. I have the unedited version. There's one part where it's an obvious burp, a sip, a burp, and then he goes right back into it. I was like, Tim's drinking towards the gym.
And another thing, Manning.
That's supposed to be behind the scenes. I'm completely professional.
No, if they're going to start paying us money, we got to let them into all of it. If they're going to start giving us their hard-earned cash, we got to start giving this stuff out. This is gold, Jerry.
They think I'm coming in like gold every time I do this audio.
From now on, Tim, what you should do, because I know you drink every game, is you should do the Tim's Drunken recap.
No, that's why I have to pause between the games. Because I'm like, because if it's that reaction.
No, there should be no pause. There should be a straight Tim's Drunken recap, no pause, unedited, and then you let Marco do the editing on on his end. But you got to get that reaction straight, liquored up.
He's going to be Captain Negative himself.
Could you imagine how great that audio would be?
Oh, it's going to be, if we lose this week, it's going to be even worse because I live right in Panther country and all that crap. So I listen to all these, front-runner Panther fans.
Sounds like a good week to bring out Tim's Drunken recaps.
This might be
bad. I'm already doing the list that everybody, people complain about the damn lists. Now they've already accused me of drinking on these lists before. Now Marco's, just
confirmed it.
Oh, now just own it.
Confirming it.
Now just own it now. Yeah, don't hide from it now. Just own it.
Well, Tim, now people are legitimately buying you a beer, Tim.
Are we? We're going to start Tim's beer fund. They're going to start just chipping in for Tim to get shit-faced every time we lose.
Tim, what type of beer do you drink? Or do you drink like a nice thick drink?
Schlitz.
You do shots of Johnny Walker Blue?
Tim, you look like a Natty Ice guy.
I'm mattering on the time, but I'm usually, Jack and Ginger. That's my go-to.
Wow. Ooh, look at you.
Fitting.
Oh, look at that.
Fitting.
Very fitting.
Have you ever tried Jack and apple juice?
Oh,
I have not, but
It's
Oh,
actually quite delicious.
That sounds like a violent night.
Yeah.
You know, you guys, if we watch a game together this year, we should do the show while just drinking Jack and apple juice.
Can you? You know what? I don't drink a lot, but if we were to make that happen, I would drink.
Jack and apple juice.
Can you imagine? By the third quarter, I'd have my head down on Justin's shoulder. I'd be sleeping.
What we do is every time Eli throws a pass 3 yards ahead of the line of scrimmage,
every time it's a check down, you drink. Will we get our stomachs pumped with 8 minutes left in the first quarter?
the show ends with 4 minutes to go in the first quarter because no one's awake.
And I don't drink a lot, so that first possession when it's check down, and we got to do 3 shots or whatever, forget about it.
Oh, so funny. That'll be so.
Oh my. James just threw up all over Tim.
All right, we got a call. We got a call.
12 minutes left in the first quarter.
We got a call from 702.
For you kids out there, don't do that drinking game.
No. This is adult stuff. Family channel.
Don't do that drinking game if you're listening with your fan.
702. What's going on?
Really, adults don't do that drinking game either.
What's up? What's up, boys? It's Frankie.
What's going on?
Whoa, what's up, Frankie?
Hey, Frankie.
Hey, Tim, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, what's going on, Frank?
I sent a couple bucks up, so you can have one on me. You're gonna need it. I put one donation, and then everybody started going crazy.
Yeah, thank you for starting the snowball.
Yeah, you christened us.
I really did it so you guys could put the radio show back on.
Yeah, he wants to Blog Talk Radio. He doesn't want. We talked about it last week, me and Frank. He wants to stay on Blog Talk Radio.
Yeah, I said I would donate. What is it, 50?
It's on. It's on Blog Talk now. You're calling.
Yeah, what does it cost?
Frank, you don't like Discord?
Nah, fuck that. Excuse my language.
Frank, just so you know, Frank, just so you know, besides the 50 for the Blog Talk, my fee is $3,000 a month.
He has to get his cake pressed, the whole thing.
So what's your PayPal?
I did it.
Jimmy will charge you on Venmo.
I did it for the fans. I did it for the fans.
I love this guy.
Well, it sucks. It sucks this year, but you know what? At least we'll get a good draft pick, and we'll see. We'll see Luletta in about 2 games. Watch it. With two more L's, and Luletta will be right.
No, we won't see Luletta because the whole fan base will start to tears. Everyone will start to cry.
It's amazing. I saw somebody posted something about this is why I wanted to trade for Teddy Bridgewater. Somebody posted how long before.
I'm not trading for Teddy Bridgewater.
Had this thing about trading Teddy Kneewater, like we want to trade for Teddy Kneewater, and then they want to play Luletta already. I'm like, you didn't want to see Webb when you were 1-10, but you're ready to see Luletta now at 1-3. Like the fan base has gone completely fucking cuckoo. They're gone, bro. It's a wrap.
Yeah, we still see Davis Webb. He's on the practice squad. We want to bring him up to the roster. He's there. He's on the Jets practice squad.
You can always grab him.
Yeah,
they would never.
This will be a good excuse, though. They needed one more bad year so they could send him off without having anybody to say anything about it. You know what I mean?
Offensively.
Yeah, and the thing is, you know what? If you're going to be bad the whole way.
Yeah,
don't have that being bad.
Yeah.
Don't half-ass it. If you're gonna be
inept, don't be like your front office be inept. Like everybody be inept. Like just everybody. Right. It's a complete cluster from the owner down.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Someone needs to tell Eli, like, I don't care if he takes risks or not. I really don't care.
Well, I don't know
let me ask you something.
I want to play safe Eli came from anyway.
Well, here's the thing, right? I mean, we talk about, was Eli Manning a better quarterback when he threw more interceptions?
Absolutely.
110%. 110%. Guess who else was a great quarterback who threw a ton of interceptions?
Brett Favre.
Yep.
But when Brett realized it was time to stop, he couldn't throw that ball anymore, that it wasn't in him to take the hit that was necessary to get the ball where it needed to be down the field, he walked away for good.
Yeah, but hold on a second, though. Eli, though, didn't just throw any old interception, on the other 10-yard line down the end, no big deal. Eli threw pick sixes all day, the worst time, the absolute wrong interception.
Frankie, the point is, you're right. There were games where he left us really, the Minnesota game with the 5 interceptions, there were games where he left us scratching our head. But my point is he was a better quarterback then because the games where he took the chances and pushed the ball down the field, he had those games where the interceptions came. But with this offense, with these players, with this team, with the NFL, the way it is now, not even the way it was in 2007 when he won his first Super Bowl, not even the way it was in 2011. The game right now in 2018 is completely different. It's basically asking you to score points.
Okay, let me ask you this. Okay, let me ask you this.
You got to push the ball down the football field. If you throw a pick, you throw a pick. It's better than It's better than completing 31 completions for 250 yards.
I agree with you. If he's taking a shot, for some serious yardage, okay. But what about those ridiculous little blurted out shovel pass, last second little just throw? He's just throw them, blurt them out. He used to just blurt them out.
What about a couple of years ago, opening night in Dallas, the first pass was a 1 yard out, and it got picked off and taken back anybody remember that? Dallas picked that off and run it in, they scored right after they picked it off.
I wish I could forget.
There's a million of those with Eli Manning, but the point is that I can live with those if he's trying to make plays down the field.
Listen, it's about the risk reward. It's absolutely. If you're not going to take any risk, you're not going to get any reward from it.
100%.
You have Odell and Sterling Shepard. You know what? More than likely, they're going to get a pass interference call as long as it's a good deep ball. And for the most part, Eli's always throwing a good deep ball. He's scared to throw it now. I don't know why. I don't know what happened about turnovers that all of a sudden he's in his head about that.
Well, how
the way paying this quarterback $22 million, the franchise looks so stupid right now. It's embarrassing to be a Giants fan right now. It really is, because you're paying a quarterback $22 million. You drafted a running back that you're paying $8 million to without taking a friggin' snap. He's the fourth highest running back in the league. And you just paid a wide receiver $19 million a year, making him the highest paid wide receiver in all the league. And you can't score any points.
That wide receiver that you're paying that money to, Odell Beckham Jr., they only throw him the screens and 3-yard slants.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's Odell's fault. I'm saying it looks like a complete joke of a franchise when you're giving that much money to those positions and you can't score.
It's not Odell's fault at all.
No. Can you guys please tell me why we keep running reverses to Odell?
Because one day someone's not going to be prepared for it.
Yeah. Is anybody waiting for him to pull up and throw one of them? Like where's that play? Like, I hear all the time that he can throw the ball 60 yards down the field. Like, where everyone knows it's coming the minute he comes in motion. It's not a surprise. So have him pull up and throw the fucking ball down the field 20, 30 yards. Keep these defenses off balance if you're going to do stuff like that. The offense is nauseating to watch. It's nauseating.
We're even more predictable than we were last year, which is, I don't even know how that's even possible.
Yeah,
it's tough.
Yeah. Listen, when you have Odell Beckham on your team, and you run 2 screens to him in the first half, the first screen went for -8 yards because he was frustrated and tried to make a play, and the second screen, Russell Shepard, the new wide receiver that was replacing Latimer, blocked early, and they called a 10-yard penalty. That's why you can't run that shit. You have to take the top off the Ferrari and let it ride. Let it loose. Let him go.
Yeah.
He was wide open on 3rd and 14, and he checked it down to Sterling Shepard 2 yards past the line of scrimmage. Within 30 seconds, I got a text message from my dad that said, "I'm turning this shit off. That's not even a play. Like, they're not trying to win." There's no.
Let me tell you something, guys. We got a problem with Pat Shermer. There's a problem. Did you guys hear him talk about the who was the kid that they put back there? It was the second time this year that they took a kid off the street and put him back in difficult situations and trusted him in a special team situation. The first one was Clay, and the first was the first game of the year where he muffed the punt, and then the idiot that decided to run it out. And did you hear Shermer's quote in the press conference? He's a kid that we just took off the street, and it's a tough situation. You put him in a situation. You're the coach.
Oh my God!
I mean, how about grabbing the kid by the helmet before he goes out there and say, "Your job is to catch the ball in the end zone and take a knee."
Every time. Listen,
every time.
I don't understand.
That kid that they put back there for kickoffs. First of all, he dropped 2 balls in the end zone before he even made that bonehead play where he took it out. The ball came down to him. He dropped the ball twice in the end zone and had to grab it and take a knee after the fact. And then in the third quarter, when we're behind and we could use the ball out on the 25 because we don't get plays in 25-yard increments. The touchback is the largest play that we have on offense every week. He takes the ball out of the end zone. Not only is he taking the ball out of the end zone, but he hesitates to do it.
Yeah.
How about this, guys?
How about the fact that we'll take people off the streets, but Hunter Sharp, who actually returned one in the preseason,
yeah, we can't use him. Get him out.
He practiced with us all summer. Sorry.
Get him
well,
on
guys, how about we heard all preseason, and it terrified us that in situations they were going to use Barkley and Beckham on kick returns and punt returns. And while I am not a fan of that every time there's a kick return or a punt return at all, I am a fan of it in certain situations where you need a spark or you need a big play or you need somebody that you can trust to catch the football back there in the fourth quarter.
He's just going to take a knee. Just let him.
Yeah, but you know what, Justin? But if that's Barkley or Beckham that back there, and they decide to do that, I feel completely different about it than a kid that's taking the ball that a kid just came off the street. Because those are my playmakers.
If it's just to run
the streets trying to prove something.
If it's just to take a knee, let him catch it.
We have additional funds to report. Additional funds. Cruising 26 put an additional $4 in there as well. He wanted to just let us know that Eli's making $22 million a year and Dak is making $450,000. And technically, he thinks we could have got Rosen and 3 second-round picks. That's what he wants to bring into there.
Well, the good news is now at least Tim can get really whacked.
Yeah, we have a solid, definitely a solid 6-pack. Definitely, he could buy a bottle of Jack. There's a lot of things going on.
We should use the funding to get everybody together for a live show.
Yeah,
that'll be fun.
Yeah,
I think
that'd be cool.
I think we should do the check down show.
The way this season is going, we'll easily be able to go like the end of the season. Easily be able to go to a game and do it.
Especially at the rate the donations are coming in.
Yeah. Well,
we might be able to fly us out first class.
Was that the first donation that ever came in today?
Yeah.
No,
we don't even know we can get them.
I remember cruising 26. I think they're literally the original one that gave.
Yeah.
I think he gave us some last year.
No, Frank popped the cherry tonight, man. He opened it up. He popped the cherry.
Was that today?
Hold on. Hold on. There was a check down. Guess what?
I put the first in today.
Check down Charlie.
That's literally the worst drinking game ever.
Eli to Boston for 1 yard.
Did you have
Eli to Boston for -1 yard?
Oh,
you guys want
Giants are on offense. Grab another bottle.
If they don't draw
on Monday,
if they don't run a draw play, I'm going to throw up.
Who watched Patrick Mahomes on Monday?
I did.
Yeah, who did watch it?
So, the thing about Patrick Mahomes, he was somewhat pedestrian for the first 3 quarters, but in the fourth quarter when his team needed him, he was the best player on the field. We'll never be able to do the best by Manning.
Did you guys see what head coach that isn't head coaching right now wanted to move heaven and earth to get Mahomes last year and was told no by management?
Was it Ben McAdoo?
Yes, it was.
It was Ben McAdoo.
How do you feel about that?
How do you feel about that?
Actually,
I have some nausea.
And does that not go back to the fact that Mr. McAdoo was a scapegoat for Mr. Mara? Maybe it wasn't McAdoo.
McAdoo was out.
Hold on a second. Think about it. Just like take your giant blinders off and think about it logically for a second.
You guys want to blame Gettleman for this roster? No, it's Jerry Reese's roster.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Gettleman's trying to figure. Gettleman threw money at problems that could have been fixed in different ways, or could have went about things in different ways. He shut off his phone during the draft. He paid Jonathan Stewart $4 million when there was no line to pay him $1 million. So Gettleman is not absolved because this is his first year. There are a lot of he's the one that came out and said, "Hey, I'm not looking at quarterbacks because Eli Manning played well against the Eagles last year."
Yeah,
okay,
he made mistakes. Whatever.
So you can't just absolve him of everything here. This is the roster that he built, and right now it's 1-3. But if you want to go back to McAdoo, okay, who the Giants went above and beyond to 1 get, 2 keep, and then in his first year, when did the Giants ever fire a coach in the second year? When did the Giants ever do that?
But when have the Giants ever lost the locker room?
When did the Giants ever fire a coach in his second season?
I've never seen a Giants coach
from the history. I'm asking a logical question and answer it honestly. Wouldn't you think that because of the Giants' hierarchy and the reputation that they had prior to the season with McAdoo, and what went wrong last year, considering that they were 11-5 the year before, don't you think it's more logical to think that there might have been a need for a cleansing of the players as opposed to the head coach?
No.
I mean, that's all easy. That's all easier said than done, though. That's easier said than done.
Well, but there's a way to do it because this general manager just got rid of a ton of players.
But who did he get rid of?
The only thing
He traded JPP.
Tim, there's 30-something new players on this roster.
Well, Jimmy.
Yeah, but as far as core players, as far as all these little scrubs, that's the scrubs he likes.
No, I don't think. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that this is a complete process. But you just told me in one breath that you can't turn over a roster, or it couldn't have been done. It was just done.
Well, no, the roster's not turned over.
It's in the process of being turned over. They went from a 4-3 to a 3-4. They got 4 new offensive linemen. I mean, come on. There's 25 to 30 new players that are on this roster right now. It's in the process of being turned over. So if you thought that the players were the problem, then why do you get rid of the coach that was just 11-5? And I'm not saying McAdoo was innocent last year. I'm just making an argument for common sense to think about when you start looking at this thing. They have been catering to Eli Manning since they hired McAdoo. McAdoo, if you go back and think about it, McAdoo was hired specifically because of the success he had with Eli Manning.
Well, as far as catering, the way you're saying it is like Eli's asking for it. But you should build your team out.
I'm not saying that Eli's asking for it. You don't ask. You don't ask for the food to be catered at a party. You show up and the food is catered. So it's management that's catering the decisions that are being made to Eli Manning.
Well, the thing is, they should have, but they literally lost their window. That's what it came down to. They should have done it a long time ago and fixed it.
Okay, so Tim, Tim, what do we know? So Tim, what you're telling me is that they didn't assess the situation right, and they were blind. Because Mahomes was a rookie last year.
Yeah, but we also
the offense that was 11-5. So look what Kansas City did, and look what the New York Giants did. Kansas City decided we're going to take Mahomes, and we're going to push our quarterback to have the best possible year he can while Mahomes sits, because now he knows his job's on the line. And they got the best year they possibly can out of Alex Smith at the time. The Giants quite possibly could have ended up with Mahomes if McAdoo gets his way. And then look at the situation you're in now. That team was 11-5, but they couldn't score.
Think about this. What about the howitzer that is attached to Patrick Mahomes' shoulder?
It's unbelievable.
He could not overthrow Odell Beckham Jr. if he tried.
I'm not saying that. I mean, I don't know. I think it's a pipe dream. Hindsight's always 20/20. But when you see stuff like that, when you see that like McAdoo, who last year obviously thought that Eli was a problem and was willing to look at the other guys once he got the go-ahead from Mara, and he was wanted to move heaven and earth to get Mahomes the year before. Maybe McAdoo saw the problem. Go back to the quick feet quote.
Well, listen, here's the deal. I want to make an announcement on the show. Marco, get ready to play a drop. You have the NWO drop ready?
The NWO drop. Ooh.
I think Justin's about to agree with me.
Okay.
Justin, have I finally painted the picture?
Wait. Marco,
NWO
play
drop.
the NWO drop. I want to apologize to Captain Negative in this space.
Thank you.
2 years ago, when we started that NWO drop, it was me and Jimmy, and I drank the Kool-Aid. I got on board with the playoff season, which was a mirage, and I left the NWO. And I'm back.
You want your face turned. You want your face turned. We understand.
I'm back 100%.
Yes, let the hate flow through you.
So wait, now you're
my number one target is Eli Manning.
Yeah.
So you're officially a heel
I
now?
will not rest.
Wow. Eli hater.
Not rest until Eli Manning is no longer the quarterback of this team. Because, and Jimmy has said this all the time, I'm going to steal this quote directly from Jimmy. I love Eli Manning. I'm so thankful that he won us 2 Super Bowls, but he can't play in this NFL. He cannot play in this NFL. I'm not saying that Patrick Mahomes is the quarterback that we should have had, but these teams that are successful now have quarterbacks that can make plays outside of the pocket. They can extend plays. Eli's getting as much time, if not more, than most quarterbacks in the league. The difference is that Eli can't extend a play beyond 3 seconds, and so he can't get the ball down the field.
Eli is getting more time in the pocket than Breeze and Brady. Look it up.
And just to add salt to the wound, I know Giants fans aren't going to want to hear this. I know they're not going to want to hear this. But Peyton's arm fell off a cliff. Now, Peyton had a serious neck injury. I don't think Eli's arm is that bad or his injury is that bad. But it's in the genes that when the Mannings go off a cliff, they go off a cliff. For all we know, Eli's not making the throw beyond the check down because he physically can't do it. How about that? You know what that is? That's the Hulk Hogan leg drop.
Whenever somebody says check down, you drink. Drink.
I just want to give a shout out to Eli. I know, prove Justin wrong. Just, one more week. Let's see you throw it down the damn field.
You know what? You know what I say to Eli Manning? Eli, if you're listening, Marco, give him the number.
Yeah, sure. It's 516-453-9383. That's on
Eli, donate.
I'm a realist, dog. 2 things. First of all, if you want to donate, you owe us some of that $22 million, brother. Just give me like 5. Give the show like 5. If you give the show $5 million, we'll ease up off your ass.
Yeah.
The first thing I do with $5 million is buy out James Stewart's contract or Jonathan Stewart's contract.
But
oh
Eli,
my gosh!
I doubt you're listening live. It's not like you're going to call in 30 seconds. But on the off chance that because of their donations we go viral and you're listening to this tomorrow, come on the show. Come on the show. Tell us why you don't throw the ball beyond 3 yards. Stop with the bullshit of you don't want to take risks. Come clean. Let us know. And if you're not going to do it, give the show $5 million, and we'll do whatever you want us to do.
I'm not going to do it. I don't know what Eli can come up with. We're putting ourselves out there.
Eli,
I never said that.
You know what? Hashtag I stay with Eli.
The other thought,
I got to finish out the season. You know what? I'm going to give
every week. Every week I sit there. Every week I sit there and I say. Every week I sit there and I go, please give me something to cheer about. Please.
The other thought I had.
Give
what
me
about
something to cheer about.
You want to get dark. You want to get dark. What if Eli's still on the take from the Jersey scandal?
Oh God.
What about that?
Charlie checkdown throwing games.
Wait, hold on. What did you say?
From the jersey done wrong? Is that why you can't throw the ball beyond 3 yards?
Shame.
I'm embracing the hate, Jimmy, and it feels great.
It does feel good, doesn't it? Especially when when it feels good, Justin. And I've been saying it. I've been saying it with my chest for months and months and months. And I am so. It feels so good that everyone. It feels good being right. I'm gonna let you guys know.
Oh my God.
It's a play, and you know what? And I root every week. I sit there and I go, please let me be wrong. Please make a play. Please win these games.
Captain Negative.
And every week, man, they just let me down.
It's 4 weeks into the season, guys. It's only 4 weeks.
Tim, it's been a little longer than that, Tim, with this offense. It's been a little longer. And what's been the constant?
Hey, if it's Eli's last year, it's Eli's last year. I would love to just tell him, like, screw it. If you last year, just throw it up. Throw 30 picks this season. Who gives a shit?
Right, dude. I hope that all this criticism. Wouldn't you hope that all this criticism lights a fire under him, and he's like, you know what? If I'm gonna go down, I'm gonna go down firing. And if I throw 40 in a set, if I throw 40 interceptions this year, so be it. But I'm going to go down firing. If they're going to get rid of me, if they're going to move on from me, then they're going to have to. Then they're going to have to do so. I'm going to go down with everything I got. And that's right now. There's your hope, Giants fans, is that this something lights up back under him, and we get the guy from 2 weeks ago consistently for the rest of the season, because this up and down stuff in the NFL, man, it does not work.
This is a family show, so I'm going to be careful about the word that I choose here. But Eli Manning playing the check down Charlie, I'm going to be conservative and not take any risks. That's a bullshit excuse. Because
I agree with you.
On a play where he had a check down, if you look at the All-22, I think Brian Baldinger showed it, who parenthetically is a Giants fan, so he's invested. But on one of those plays where he checked down, I think it was on 3rd and 14, they ran a double out route with Odell and I think Russell Shepard. They ran a double out route at different levels. Odell was one-on-one separating toward the sideline from a linebacker. The guy that he was separating from was number 53. Listen, I'll take number 13 on number 53 all day long. I
don't care who number 53 is.
And I'm the quarterback, I'm throwing it up. I don't care if it's 20 yards down the field, 30 yards down the field, 40 yards down the field. So either Eli saw it, can't make the throw, won't make the throw, or he didn't see it. And let me tell you, if he didn't see it, that's even worse, because that means the mental aspect of his game is going, and that's where he had his competitive advantage when he was great.
I agree with you. I would think not seeing it to me is more troubling than just yes. I agree with you.
It's a very real possibility.
You're right.
The way he's been playing recently, it reminds me when David Carr finally broke in Houston. David Carr just like, I'm done. I can't start anymore. It broke him. Did this offensive line finally break Eli to where, I just can't do this anymore?
Don't blame the offensive line, Tim. You're better than that.
Oh, no, I'm not yes! You took the words right out of my mouth.
No, first of all, it's definitely, I'm not even saying this year's offensive line. I'm saying the past years of offensive lines that have been garbage. I think it's just taking its toll.
Hey, does anybody know who Andy Dalton's right tackle is?
Bobby Hart. I do.
It's Bobby Hart.
Okay, I'm done. I go back now and I look at those lines and I'm like, okay, they were the line that went 11-5. Come on. That was good enough. That game in Green Bay, that line wasn't the issue.
Oh, because our receivers went out on a boat trip. That's what the problem was.
The receivers couldn't catch. The quarterback stopped making throws. I don't.
Eli was making throws. People couldn't catch.
What about the 2011 NFC Championship game against the San Francisco 49ers? That quarterback, that Eli Manning, he threw 60 passes that day in an overtime game. He got routinely hammered in the pocket, stepped up, stood in the pocket, made throws. At one point, he got up. There was grass in his helmet. His helmet was turned around. He was looking out of the ear hole. The strap on his helmet was all disheveled and cockeyed. And he was still making plays in the fourth quarter to give us a chance to win that game. And Alex Smith was not making plays down the field, and that's the reason why the Giants won that game and the 49ers did not. But that Eli Manning doesn't exist anymore. He's not present. He's not enrolled. He's not on the Giants' payroll. He doesn't.
And that is what I've been trying to tell you guys.
He's back this week, Justin. He's back this week.
And that is what I've been trying to tell you guys. But you know what? He'll be back this week, and then for the next 3 weeks, Tim, we'll go right back to what we've seen.
Listen, he's not going to be on the field hardly at all this week because if Carolina's coaching staff is any good, they'll realize what Sean Payton did. Let's be real about what happened on Sunday. Sean Payton studied a bunch of tape. Okay, we could have studied tape on New Orleans and realized that the way to beat them was to chuck the ball down the field. We didn't do that. We didn't execute that. I think that's part Eli. I think that's part coaching game plan. But Payton and company looked at our tape. They realized that we had a problem with the option RPO plays. They brought in their backup quarterback, put him on the field at the same time as Drew Brees. Hell, they brought that guy back returning kicks just to get him on the field because they knew that he created a matchup problem for us. And who's Carolina's running back, or who's Carolina's quarterback? The king of the RPO, who also happens to be 6'6".
Justin, I'm usually with you, but Hill didn't do shit for New Orleans when he was in there. He didn't do anything. You want to do the RPO? I think New Orleans was stupid for when they put him in. I think you left Drew Hill the better passer. You took the ball out of his hands. It's not like they were going to pass to Drew Brees. I thought that was dumb. Now, as far as Cam Newton, I know you're with that going with this. With Cam Newton's going to be there, and that's the thing is we got to contain the run against Carolina, and that's one of our strengths. Thank God. And Vernon's back, so the pass rush should be better, at least in theory. We just got to play the pass defense that we've been playing. The thing is, I don't know who their number one is to shut down. I think the biggest problem is I want to know who's going to be covering McCaffrey, and that's going to be the biggest issue this week.
Good luck.
Well, exactly. That's the problem.
By the way, whoever in the fantasy football league, if you're listening, whoever sent me the Juju Smith-Schuster and Devonta Freeman for Christian McCaffrey and Adam Thielen trade.
Oh, I got one of those for Barkley.
Smoking, send it to Jimmy. He loves good weed.
I like
Keep
to study
those trades out of my inbox. I'm the number one seed. Get out.
He likes to study it.
Garbage.
Into studying.
I'm into studying its medical benefit.
Yeah. Oh, what is going on with this franchise? It's so frustrating.
It's frustrating.
I tried to, guys. You know, you guys can feel free. You know, I'm gonna offer you guys. I'll offer you guys therapy sessions, where if you want to call me and vent and say, hey, you know what? I don't know how you saw this coming a year and a half ago. and please, could we talk about it? You guys are come to my couch, and you guys can sit, and we'll talk, and it could be completely confident. Any fans that you're at wit's end, you're starting to see like, oh my God, Captain Negative. He wasn't negative. He should be really called Captain Genius because he's so smart, or Captain Foresight, Captain Foreskin. So,
I feel like this is a good transition. Jimmy, do you want to interview for the general manager position?
I would love to interview for the general manager position.
Oh, would you?
Marco, our
and then the fans can send money so I can be the general manager.
Are Steve and John still coming on, Marco?
Yeah.
Are we gonna tape that separately and post it?
Do you want to tape that? Maybe we should tape that separately and post that.
We can do that.
You're interviewing this week.
Cool. Yeah, we got to do it soon.
I can't believe they let audio into the. They're gonna let audio into the interview, guys. Good job.
I know. Well, listen. I know that Tim.
I'm okay. I had to sign off on it.
There, Tim.
Huh?
I know Steve Tiss personally, and I know that Steve. Steve.
Tim, to be honest with you, I want the people, I want the Giant fans. See, as general manager of this team, I will take the fan base into consideration, and I want them to know my thoughts as I embark this team and this franchise that I love so much on its journey to put the next trophy in the case. Come with me on that journey. Be part of my vision.
Should we give them a little taste? Or
how about that? So Brandy just looked at me. We're sitting here. Brandy just looked at me and she said, "There's seriously something wrong with you."
I just want to know, will the Giants hinder your Twitter reactions? Will you have to slow down on Twitter?
Are we putting up the poll? Who's the most hated?
Oh,
should I?
Please put yes. Yes.
I think where the Giants really have to monitor Jimmy's Twitter would be in his constant calling out of Giants legends, Carl Banks, and
you know what I would love
if
Carl Banks and all these guys that Jimmy goes off on,
and our
actually
president
vote on the most hated.
No, I let Trump have it.
Who is the most hated?
Trump's war with the NFL would escalate if Jimmy became GM of the Giants.
Oh, can you imagine? Can you imagine? I would do every press conference kneeling, dressed in nothing but red, white, and blue.
Did you guys get the presidential?
I would do every Giants press conference naked, wrapped in a flag. Kneeling.
And this is a PR nightmare that would happen.
Wrapped in a counterfeit Eli Manning jersey.
Yes. Signed by me.
Eli. Eli's on the take.
Okay.
Eli did that.
Yeah, James going to interview with his Eli Carolina Panthers game-worn jersey. Then the press conference tomorrow.
So, shall the poll be who is the most hated host on the show?
I think that would. I think that's sum it up. Yeah.
I think it's clear. I think it's fair to say that Tim will come in dead last.
I think Justin will give it a bigger run.
Tim and Marco are not going to get any votes.
Right. No. It's going to be me and Jimmy.
Justin's going to get a lot more votes than I thought he would. Captain Negative absolutely deserves the votes.
Okay, the poll is up.
I'm trying to get a. I'm
going to vote for Tim
tonight because I'm calling out Eli.
Justin went for his heel turn tonight.
Listen, this is what I want to say.
He was trying to be a face, trying to be positive, but that didn't work for the audience. Now he went back to being NWO. It's fine.
Anybody who's listened to the show for a while knows that the Giant that I've hated the most over the past 3 seasons was Roger Lewis. I don't hate Eli Manning the way that I hated Roger Lewis, but I'm going to go
Why
hard.
did you
at
hate
Eli.
Roger Lewis so much? Why did you hate Roger Lewis? Like, he was barely in the game.
Here's why I hate Roger Lewis.
Because he was there?
He didn't produce enough to be worthy of being on my phone. I had a picture that somebody sent me of him on the boat, and in his left hand was a brown cigarette. If you want to do that, that's fine. I don't have a problem. But if you're that player, if you're a player in the NFL, you're going to put your team in that position, your fans in that position, you got to produce a lot more on the field than Roger Lewis did. He didn't deserve to live the life that he was living in that sense. And that's why
I just voted for Tim.
I'm going to vote for Tim, too.
This is tampered.
Wait, Justin and I are considered the Russians of this poll. Nostrovia.
How many times can I vote?
Clean sailing for me, boys.
Tim's got 67% of the vote. There are 3
Wow.
votes in, and there are 4 votes in, and it's 50-50 between me and Tim.
Wow.
Non-host
Now,
of the show.
Marco, did you vote?
I can't vote.
Yeah, he put the poll up.
Does it say who voted?
You may be able to vote.
I think a lot of times it does. Doesn't it say it?
But I want to know why I'm hated.
Oh, just accept it.
Yeah.
If the odds are, the way I look at it is, if they hate you, it's because you know what you're talking about.
Oh,
yeah.
You have to get the
That's the
Star
way
Wars
I'm going to
drop.
view it.
That's the way you got to view it,
Come
Justin. Is
to
that
the dark side.
like I embrace Captain Negative, but you know what? And now it's looking like, wow, it's Captain Reality. So don't it's okay. Let them come. Let them scream and yell.
You have 0% of the vote currently.
Well, that's because people are starting to realize that, wow, there's a thin line between genius and insanity, and this guy he's crossed that line.
Is that what's going on?
6 votes were all tied, except for Marco. Nobody hates Marco.
We all have 2? We all have 2? Oh, who are the 2 assholes that voted for me? Screw you guys.
I haven't got either yet. There's gonna be another one.
There's gonna be another one.
I want you to finally win Negative, so I'll put one in for you.
Brandy, 2 people voted that they hated me. That's not cool. I think it was probably my 2 daughters.
I think you're pulling away, James. You're pulling away.
I'm trying to pull away.
Yeah.
Good.
Negatives up to
Screw you guys.
The Negative Nation finally found out about the poll, and they're like, "Oh yeah,
that's
absolutely."
Right. Yep.
I'm
it's
so
making the
excited.
rounds.
No way.
I want to thank voters.
A drop.
Guys, I just want to. Guys, how does it feel to be beloved? Oh, you guys wouldn't know.
Nope.
No, they know who the CEO is.
I don't want to be loved by the delusional.
Hey, listen. I'm willing to let them hate me if they donate money.
Yes.
If everyone just knows that,
My man.
Don't vote for me. Thank you. My God, that is so funny.
That is hilarious.
So funny. So are we going to do the check down show? Because that would be pretty funny.
We could do that.
I don't think we could last. There's no way
I know
we're
I could not last, but I know it would make for hilarious radio. Attempting to.
Here's my question: If we did the check down show live during the game,
there'd be no show after halftime.
Would we do it like all calling into Blog Talk, or is there a way that we could all get up to New York or Pennsylvania or meet in the middle somewhere and do it live?
You should come out to Vegas.
Do it live. Let's do it live.
Come out to Vegas. What was it? We
come
getting flown out?
Wow. Vegas show.
Keep donating. We'll come to Vegas.
All options are on the table.
Yeah, let me
do it?
Let me put it on my card right now. Yeah, I'll fly you out right now, first class.
Oh, first class. So you don't have to go the extra mile.
Yeah, you do.
We can go business. That's fine.
Yeah, if he wants to do
I'll
it,
fly first class.
Yeah, put Tim and Mark. Put Tim and Marco in coach, and Justin and I will fly first class.
Yeah,
and Mark and Jimmy, because of my physical challenge, will also be the first to board the plane.
Oh, that's so
We'll
great.
be 3 drinks in. People will still be boarding the plane.
So we can call them names as they walk on.
I'll be telling me faking it.
I'll be so drunk just screaming. Check down that everyone walks in. Check down, Omaha.
We'll wave at Tim and Marco as they board the plane and head back to coach.
Bye, guys. Have fun squeezing into your seat.
Can all the women and children please board the plane?
Yep. Excuse me. Here come me and Justin. We said women and children. Oh, we're more important.
Captain Negative is up to 50% of the vote.
Yep.
Oh, you were running away with this one. How does it feel to be?
Yeah, you guys didn't think I was going to? Come on.
Oh, there was 100% we knew that was. All they had to do was find out about the pool.
Yeah, that's it. Now they're coming out in droves.
That poll is going viral.
Yep.
Super Damn 66 says this got to be the best podcast yet. Oh man.
Oh,
this one.
Thank you, Dan.
This one is a good one.
Good,
I must
buddy.
say.
We're trying to talk football and make you laugh a little bit.
40 luck. If you vote for me, that's it. You will be put in the timeout box.
I think.
Just vote for me. I'm the only one that can take it.
I'll speak for the group and I'll say that.
Jimmy, who
the rest of these guys will end up. The rest of these guys will end up in therapy if you vote for them. Just vote for me.
Marco, share that poll with Carl Banks. Who's the other guy who hates you? Share that
There's
poll
so many
with
people that hate me. Get on the list.
Yeah, as far as the Twitter though, because I know there's
Carl
a lot
Banks. It's paid by the Giants, for Christ's sakes.
Notice how the podcast is nowhere near as good when the Giants win.
Hey, I just want to ask you guys, did you guys happen to see, we won't talk about it long because I think it's probably a topic that we shouldn't talk about on the show, but did you happen to see friend of the podcast, Alyssa Milano, at the Kavanaugh hearings?
Oh, Alyssa Milano.
She was front and center.
She was there?
Yeah, she was there.
She was in the back.
What was she doing there?
Looking amazing.
She was seated right behind Kavanaugh, and she could, I'll tell you, that girl can spot a camera. Alyssa, we love you.
Yes, call the show.
You know
please.
where the camera is, sweetheart.
Yes, you do. And please look at it all the time.
Hashtag me too.
Sally.
By the way, Alyssa, we're dying for you to call in.
Yes.
We want to talk to you about the Giants and Tony Danza.
Who voted
I definitely
for me?
want to talk to you about
me?
Tony Danza.
I'm muting everyone. Everyone's getting muted. I got voted for. Everyone's going in the mute.
Marco, just smile. Accept it. It's okay. It's one vote.
Marco's ego is so fragile.
It's not your fault.
I'm like a little glass knick-knack. I have to be handled very carefully, okay?
I got one vote.
I got one vote. All right, it's my account. I will track that person down. Hold on. You are getting blocked, my friend.
You know, as long as I haven't looked at the poll, as long as I'm at 2 votes, which I know who the 2 votes came from, it's fine.
If I blocked everyone that hated me, I'd have no followers.
Very true.
Right? I mean, come on.
Jimmy, are you still friends with Chuck Knox?
Yes. Yes. Chuck and I have been playing
Who's
some
the
phone
other
tag.
guy? Wasn't there another guy that you were friends with for a hot minute and then he unfollowed you?
Oh, probably.
What was that guy's name?
You can't narrow it down. The people that unfollowed him.
There's so many of them. There's so many people that I think Giants Insider. I actually caught. I got them to actually say that they were more Odell fans than Giant fans, and then they blocked me, which that was fun. You remember that, Tim? When I went back and forth with them?
I do remember that. You know what? I was actually backing you up on that one.
I completely ripped them a new asshole. I was like, so you're an Odell fan and not a Giants fan? Blocked. I was like, you son of a bitch.
People
you know what happened? Whatever happened to us going after like the other fan podcasts?
Our team took the field, and we have no right to say anything. And we have no right to say anything.
Yeah, now that we're mathematically eliminated, we really should be.
Even the Browns would be like. Even the Browns would be like, you took a running back hit too.
Never take a running back
it's
at
not
2.
So much. Again, it's not so much that we took a running back at 2. It's that we took a running back at 2. We fed him the ball 10 times in a game, but yet our quarterback won't throw the ball more than 3 yards down the field. That's what I want to say to Eli Manning and Pat Shermer. If you're listening, Marco, give Pat the number. I know we gave Eli the number earlier, but Pat.
Sure, Pat. If you want to call in, it's 516-453-9383. And
and we will be here now because we've accepted donations and we're going to be able to pay for Blog Talk. Thank you.
and I just want to put it out there that we should have drafted Sam Darnold.
Boom.
No, I'm not.
Or traded the pick.
Oh, we were waiting for it the whole time. Were you guys watching the game and looking at Bradley Chubb and being like, he could have been a Giant?
Yes.
I don't have a problem with the Saquon pick, but if you pick Saquon, he needs the ball more than 10 times.
Philip Lindsay, undrafted free agent, 2 more rushing yards. Saquon Barkley.
But how is he good at catching check down passes?
He's exceptionally good at it.
Can I break off from the Giants for 1 second and talk about Spider-Man the video game?
How good is it?
Does anyone have it? Oh my God!
No.
Phenomenal.
What is it? Brand new?
We're gonna break up.
Is that the one that just came out?
Talk about Blake Lively.
Yeah, I.
Blake Lively.
Oh my God! Don't bring up Blake Lively. Yeah, Spider-Man PlayStation 4 gets the official thumbs up from me.
Now, do you have the Spider-Man PlayStation? Like, do you have the Spider-Man console?
No. I just have the regular game.
My buddy wants to get the Spider-Man console. I told him, you're 35 years old. That would be a waste of money.
The Yankees are on their way to Boston.
That's it. Done. Official.
It is done.
We're playing Boston?
We go to Boston.
Oh. Is there a game next Wednesday while we're on? Because
There's a game Friday. I know Friday night is game 1.
Oh. I'll be honest, guys.
How about that? We're in it, guys.
Moved a little to the left.
We got a shot.
I love the
to
Yankees.
Play another day. Live to play another day, gentlemen.
Yeah.
A little hard on this team. I like it.
And for the people out there, we do watch other sports. Hockey season started, and so did hockey.
Huh?
Well, I watch hockey. I watch hockey.
Oh God, jeez.
Do you?
I'm sorry.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it the Rangers or is
hockey's way more fun to watch than baseball? I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I would.
Maybe if you're Canadian.
Mate. No, that's not Canadian.
Right now, so again, American flag wrapped around me, kneeling, press conferences, America, baseball, hockey, please.
I hate the Yankees so much, and I know I'm a Giants fan, but God, I hate the Yankees.
Jimmy.
Yes, sir.
If you were to become Giants GM, you should just get all sorts of different wardrobe options that are the American flag.
I would probably do my press conferences like the president from Idiocracy.
And then could you also, during those press conferences, like during your first press conference, troll DirecTV and be like, in like the biggest New York accent you could muster, and just be like, I pretended to be a Southern Belle so that
I will come
you
clean.
would get me free channels.
Which worked.
I saw
multiple years in a row.
I saw a bunch of reports that NFL is trying to break its tie with DirecTV and take the package somewhere else.
Oh, I would love that.
They want to take it. You know where they want to take it, which I'm a huge fan of. They want to take it to Amazon Prime. I think what they're going to do is they're going to take it. They're going to take it to a streaming service like Amazon Prime or that new DNZA or whatever that is, and you'll see people will there'll be packages for the Red Zone channel, and then you'll be able to get individual teams a la carte.
That's what I'm waiting for.
Wow. Teams a la carte would be the business.
Or game a la carte.
Just go in and pump it up.
Just whatever game you want to watch, you just pay for it.
That's
$2.99.
That's not included with your Prime subscription, though, right? A la carte would be on top of it.
Yeah, you
would
be buying.
It comes with your Prime subscription.
You would have to pay extra for that. They wouldn't put it just in your membership.
They wouldn't stick it. I mean, they're not. They love money just as much as we do. By the way, we are accepting donations.
So they factually correct.
I don't know what. This podcast just sold out 1 week.
Yeah.
Now we're just a bunch of whores.
All it took was one $2 vote. One $2 donation.
Your $2 are on the dresser.
You're welcome. You're all.
It's like that moment. It's like that moment.
Dude, your money's on the dresser. Just make me a sandwich before you leave.
I fucking started the whole donation thing.
You did.
That's right, Frank.
Hey, pop this cherry.
By the way, have you guys seen, taking it off the Giants, have you guys seen the preview for the Sherlock Holmes movie with Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly?
I have not.
Do yourself a favor and go watch that cinematic genius.
I will. I will definitely do that. Now I'm excited to watch it, actually.
I laughed my ass off when they were shooting guns at a swarm of bees coming directly at them.
No.
So great.
Oh, I have. All right, I'm gonna go. I gotta check that out. That's funny.
You gotta check
Just
it
the
out.
thought of that. I gotta check it out.
Oh, you gotta check it out.
So what are you gonna do, guys? It sounds like we're winding down. I want to hear some predictions.
We have.
You sure?
Yeah.
We already know where you guys are going. We already know. And I'm gonna have to be. I would be the
Before
lone
we
shining
get
light.
predictions, let me ask you a question, Tim.
First overall pick.
Yes, sir.
Do you want my honest prediction for what's going to happen in the game, or do you want the show friendly prediction that's going to make everybody
I want straight Justin. I'm going to get some votes of hate.
So basically, do you want reality or you want delusion?
Yeah. Do you want me to give the people what they want so that they walk away happy, or do you want me to say what I actually think is going to happen?
They know you're faking it now, Justin. You just can't.
Not really, because he can just put it on me as his tag team partner, because you know what I'm going to do.
Yeah, we already know.
Yeah. To be honest with you,
don't fake it. Do it. What do you think's going to happen?
To be honest with you, I feel less optimistic about this game than I did in the last game, just because of Cam's ability to run the option. So big. I think it's going to create a real problem.
Oh, did I say that?
And, I think you see Panthers. I hope I'm wrong. And that Eli takes some of my personal attacks personally and throws the ball down the friggin' field. But I think it's more of check down Charlie, play the drop.
Not queued up for that one. Go ahead.
Wasn't ready.
Too busy playing Spider-Man.
And I think that it's Panthers. I think that it's Panthers 31, Giants 14.
Oh, that hurts.
Tim?
Think they're going to score that much, huh?
All right, I'm going to have to be the ray of light over here.
Sunshine Tim.
Last time Giants came to Carolina, they stopped them. Now, the Carolina's line is going to be the problem. That front four is tough. Offensive line, if they just get on their game, give Eli at least a little bit of time, and we're not checking down the whole time, we have a shot of scoring. I don't think the secondary is that good. It's going to be a tough game. I do think Cam's going to be turnover prone in this game, and I think we get a spark because Vernon's back this week. I'm hoping Eli Apple comes back this week as well, but I know at least Vernon's coming back. With that being said,
more groin, and it might be Ray Hanley's.
I'm going to say 24-16 Giants.
Wow. Tim, are you drunk?
My turn?
Yeah.
Last week, I called for the Giants to win, and I said that Barkley was going to rush for 200-plus yards because the way to win was to feed him, and we saw what happened. I think this week what you're going to see is them force-feed the ball to Barkley as well, and I think you're going to see some play-action shots down the field to Beckham off feeding Barkley. I don't think any of it's going to work, and I think the Giants are going to lose this game 24-14. And I'm don't even know how I'm giving him finding the end zone twice.
Frank, what do you think, Frank? I know you listen.
Yeah, Frank.
You donated. Let's hear your prediction.
Frank, you are financing the show. Go ahead.
Yeah, you're sponsored. Well, let's hear from our sponsors.
In fairness, you had me on the show multiple times before I ever contributed, so I got to say thanks for that.
No problem.
I gotta say, I
What took
just
you so
I
long
get
to
into
donate?
this disgusting.
I'm like,
Huh? Because you guys said you couldn't. You guys didn't want to pay the money for the radio.
oh,
show,
only
so I said,
kidding, only
"Okay."
joking, dude. Busting your balls.
I'm gonna say, honestly, I know this is gonna be so disgusting for the show, but I almost want them to lose. I want them to go down in flames right away, and then we can hurry up and get rid of Eli. Because otherwise, if he kind of throws a little bit good, and then they're gonna want to do that whole thing. Oh well, he could do it. You know, we need to just get all hope gone, and then he can go away, and then we can start fresh, and have first round draft pick again. That's the best case scenario. Let's just be honest. I mean,
Very true.
I can't. If he hangs around longer and just keeps hanging around, then they're gonna it's not him. It's the line. Meanwhile, I watched the second game. I watched a really detailed breakdown of Game 2, and there was so many missed opportunities. And the line was doing halfway decent job. There was a screenplay where all he had to do was just dump it off to the left. And it was like a 40-yard gain. There was like 3 guys running down the line with like a whole chain of blockers in front of them. And he just missed the whole play and just dumps it to the right to Barkley for a loss. I mean, just silly mistakes. He's got to go. That's it. That's all I have to say. I don't want to make any predictions about the game because I don't even know if I feel like watching it.
That might have been the best breakdown that we had. That was the best prediction.
But if I don't watch it, they'll probably win. So I should watch just to see them lose. That's how it is. If I miss the game, they win. I watch the game, they lose. So I'm gonna make sure I tune in.
Don't miss a minute.
All right. So here we go with my prediction.
Go ahead, Marco.
First of all, who voted for me
CEOs.
again? Why am I at 18%?
Yeah,
You're at 18%?
What is going on?
What are the numbers right now? What am I at 60% yet?
I think you were at 48.
Ooh, holding a steady 48%.
That is a lot less than I thought it was going to be.
How about that?
Hold on. Let me get new numbers. Up to the minute, 11 votes. Captain Negative, 45%. Marco and Tim, 18%. And JV Dubs at 19%. Well, I know where my 18% came from, so it's fine, hater co-hosts.
All right, so last week, I think we're down, actually. Yep. Have the red global, the red global of death going on. I was going to say that the Giants would drop another one because I was correct last week saying the Giants would lose, and you guys shitted on me for that.
That's right. That's actually correct.
But
That's it. Those are your votes.
But my question is how badly are they going to lose? I don't know.
Wow.
Pick a number. Any number.
First of all, these podcasts are like therapy sessions at this point. With all these, the past 2 years, this season going into last season, every loss is like a support group. I'll say this.
Speak for yourself.
I'll say this. There's a lot more content to discuss when they're losing.
Very true.
Yeah.
Very true, yeah.
It makes the
They are only a game out.
Negative.
They are only a game out.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Positivity.
Oh, no.
That's right. We're a game out, guys.
Only a game out, guys.
I'm surprised that's not thrown in the comment section all the time.
And we have seven more division games. We're in this. Eli,
yes.
NFL MVP.
All right, let's close on that note.
Wait,
This has
Marco,
been-
you give a score prediction.
Score prediction. Okay. Let's see. I like to keep the scores easy. You know, touchdown, field goal, stuff like that. I don't like to throw in safeties and miss extra points in there. I'll go Carolina 24, Giants 17. The streak continues in my book.
Boom, boom.
You guys let me know
How many
if you want me
times
to put a bet in.
How many times will Eli check it down?
way too many.
Over-under? What's the over-under?
Oh, the over-under on checkdowns, 18 and a half.
Oh, at least 12. At least 12.
18 and a half?
18 and a half.
God.
Wait,
That's a lot of drinks.
He had 31 completions last game. He had 31 completions last game.
What are we?
Oh, that's true.
So, hold on.
Yeah, you're right.
18 and a half is a good number right there for checkdowns.
Let's talk.
That's a pretty good number.
Let's define what a check down is. What's a check down?
Any
I'll call it 3 yards or less. I'll go 3 yards or less.
And are we talking attempts or completions?
Attempts.
Attempts?
Okay, completions. We'll go completions.
Completion?
I'm going to say 15 over under.
I mean, if the over under is 15 and a half, I'm taking the over.
I'll take the over.
Yeah, I think 18's the good number. 17 or 18 has to be the number because he's completing 74. He's completing 74% of his passes. If you're telling me they're going to lose the game and be playing from behind, then that adds to more passes, which leads to more zone defenses, which leads to more checkdowns.
You know what, guys? Though he's not turning the ball over.
Yeah, but he's getting sacked. That sack and Eli, we're in the last minutes of the show, and I'm still not easing up on you because Eli, you're weak.
But we still love you.
Eli, you know, there was that whole counterfeit fiasco. No one knows what that was about.
Are you on the take? Are you with the mafia?
Settled out of court.
Eli, are you a mouth breather?
Mm-hmm.
All right, gentlemen.
All right.
Sid, I can't do it anymore. I can't.
You want to actually go play Spider-Man?
He's done with Spider-Man.
No, I don't know where I'm going with Spider-Man now. I have to rescue these people. I don't know where they're hiding. Just come out.
I'm Spider-Man.
They hate you, Marco. They voted for you.
Just come out. I'm Spider-Man. Trust me. All right, I'm going to watch this Sherlock Holmes trailer.
All right.
We will see everyone.
Blue Giant fans. You hate me. I hate you too.
The group of fun completion.
Take care, boys.
All right, everyone. Later.
Good show. Donate.
Good show.